and welcome to Kitchen Notes from Nancy. If you're new here, I hope you decide that by the end of this video, you would like to subscribe. If you do, you can just click down below to that little subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell to be notified of times like this when I'm uploading a video. And if you've been with me for a while and sticking with me, I'd like to greet you with the customary, hey neighbor! Now, tonight I'll be sharing with you a video request. This video was requested by Beverly McCall. Hey Beverly! So Beverly's request was for a banana pudding recipe. So tonight I'm going to be sharing with you my quick and easy favorite banana pudding recipe. In addition, on Saturday, the winner of the 1K giveaway was selected. I did a little message on here because it wouldn't allow me to go live at our Iron Bowl party. But the winner of the 1K giveaway was Pamela Green Greer. Pam, if you're watching this, make sure you drop down below where it says notesfromnancy1@gmail.com and make sure you send me your mailing address so that I can send you your $25 gift card. I'm sure it'll come in handy for Christmas, and thank you so much for supporting me. Also, guys, we have a lot of things coming up over the next couple days. I have so many video requests, and I'm so happy that y'all are supporting me the way you are. We just did the 1K giveaway, and we're over 3K now. So we're growing, and it's all because of people like you. And you guys know that I don't like to talk to you so much and hold you up from the recipe. So we are going to be quiet here for a second and hop right into it. Okay guys, so part of what makes this an easy banana pudding is that I like to use the instant puddings. If you don't like to use instant puddings, don't use instant puddings. Feel free to make your own pudding and then just assemble it the way I do. But the two that I like to use, I like to mix them. I use vanilla and then the buttercream jello pudding. And I am just going to prepare these according to package directions. And so for each packet, you're just mixing 2 cups of milk. And so that's what you'll see me do here. Proceed to mix according to the package directions. You just keep stirring and eventually it's going to thicken up for you. And so here you see me, I'm just using my whisk to make sure you get all those little lumps and bumps out of it. And I'm telling you that if you use this instant pudding, very few people are going to know that you didn't use it. I've had banana pudding before that was baked, and me personally, I'm not a fan. I just don't like it, and I prefer to have it this way. So I'm going to just keep mixing here, and then I'm going to get ready to set this to the side. And while it's sitting to the side and we're working with the bananas and the cookies, this is going to firm up really nicely for us. So I'm one of those people that I like bananas. I like banana pudding, but I don't like a whole lot of bananas. So for this recipe, I'm going to be using 2 whole bananas. And so I'm just going to take the peel off of them, and then I'm going to slice them in little thin sections. And this is a fairly large dish, and like I said, I'm only using 2 bananas. The other thing I found is if you use a lot of bananas in your banana pudding, then it's going to go bad faster, because you know, once exposed to air, bananas turn black or dark, and then the banana pudding is not as appetizing. So here I'm just getting those cut up into little bitty pieces, and then we're basically halfway done. We're going to start assembling this in just a second. So once I get all of these cut up, I'm going to get ready to sit it to the side, and then we are going to start with our cookies. And for this banana pudding, I'm using 2 different cookies. The thing I love about Christmas time is you get those awesome Pepperidge Farm Chessman cookies. So I'm using Chessman cookies, and then of course Nilla Wafers. Now, do not go out to the store and get cheap wafers, and all of them are not created equal. For a great banana pudding, you gotta have Nilla Wafers. You know, no, I don't work for Nabisco, but hey Nabisco, if you want a shout out, let me know. But yeah, I love using Nilla Wafers, and this is what we use in my house traditionally. The Chessman cookies are just kind of like a little added addition, especially around this time of year, around holiday time. I like to add them just to spice it up a little bit, but typically we use the Nilla Wafers. So I start by putting down a thin layer of the cookies. I like cookies on the bottom. You can think of it as kind of like a graham cracker crust almost. So I like to layer my cookies on the bottom, and then I take a few of those bananas that I sliced, and I'm going to just lay them on top of the cookies. I don't do this in any type of strategic pattern or so. I just get them laid in there really nicely, so that the goal is when you get a scoop of banana pudding that you get some of everything. You get a little banana, you get a little cookie, you get a little pudding, and you get a little Cool Whip on it. So that's the goal. So now if you look at me stirring in that pudding, how stiff it's gotten, it's ready to use. And so now I just take it and I'm going to layer a relatively thin layer of this pudding here on top of the cookies and the bananas, and I'm just going to smooth it out. And for me, this is one of the best parts of banana pudding. Like when you layer this pudding on here, these cookies are going to eventually soften up, and it is going to be delicious. So I'm gonna just smooth it out. So after I get the first layer done, I am going to take some of those Chessman cookies and put them in a plastic bag. And the reason why I'm putting them in a plastic bag is because I like to crunch them up and disperse them throughout the banana pudding. So I'm just going to take my hands and kind of massage the bag there and create a nice little cookie crumble. And then I'm going to take this cookie crumble and then put it on this layer, and then we'll get ready to move on to our next layer of banana pudding. Our next layer of this pudding. And the next layer is going to continue just like this other one. So I'm going to put the crumbles down, and then I'll go in with a layer of cookie, and then a layer of banana, and then a layer of pudding. And I'm going to speed this part of the video up here. And then I'll slow it back down when we get to the very, very top of the video. So now that we've gotten the main part of the banana pudding assembled, now is my favorite part. So my favorite part of banana pudding is actually the Cool Whip topping. I don't know, I love Cool Whip. I can literally just eat it right out of the container. So this Cool Whip, I kind of sat out so that it was thawed, and I'm just going to mix it around a little bit to get it fluffed up. And now I'm going to start smoothing it across the top with my spatula. And so I'm going to get a nice kind of medium thick layer here on top. Alright, and it gets a little bit messy here, but before the end, we're going to clean this dish up nicely. You know, you have to put that love into it, and then you clean it up, and then once you present it to your guest, they know how much you cared. But yeah, this is definitely one of those dishes where there's a little bit of stuff everywhere. I have pudding all over the sides of the casserole dish. I have whipped cream all over the sides of the casserole dish. But we'll make it all beautiful and all of that shortly. So once you get that layer smoothed out, then I am going to crumble up some more cookies, and then this is going to be our cookie topping. Now some people like to put whole cookies on the top. If that's your thing, be my guest. I've seen it where people kind of alternate the cookies, because inside of here I'm using both the Nilla Wafers and the Chessman cookies. So I've seen people kind of do nice little patterns on top. But for me, I like the cookie crumble. And I am going to crumble up actually both types of cookies for that cookie crumble. So once you get that cookie crumble done and you get the top all decorated nicely, I just went in and wiped down the sides of that casserole dish to make sure it's really pretty. This holds well in the refrigerator because it allows time for those cookies to kind of soften up. So if this is the dish that you could easily do that morning, it only takes about 15 minutes. Go ahead, seal the top, and then put it in the refrigerator, and once it's time for dessert, it'll be good to go. This is great for your Christmas table, New Year's, a regular Sunday, Easter. Banana pudding is good all of the time. We eat it in my house a lot. As always, thank you guys so very much for supporting me and watching and asking for recipes and things of that nature. Just like Beverly asked for this recipe and I delivered, all you got to do is down below you can email me or even leave a comment of future recipes that you would like to see. As always, thank you so much for joining our neighborhood. If you were new here, I hope that you've decided by now that you would love to be a part of our neighborhood and subscribe. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like below. Don't forget to share with your friends. Don't forget to comment if you would like to talk to me. Until next time, bye neighbors.